is. She's a two-way freak, She beaming up your boys for her.
Hey everyone on social media, I want you to join me today and watching the Downlights Interactive Culture for so many voice chats. Stevie Lau.
This should be an sensational show. No, I'm in the basement. So I'm there. Shmuel is a gooner, huh? I don't even know. Isn't the gooner the guy who sort of whacks at the porn and then stops himself or something? But I'm not a gooner.
Side
He
day.
has compound media credits. His credits on your goddamn. You have no. I'm emotional.
I don't like him, but I like his side where it is. I don't know. Oh, he has a sort of disjointed jaw. It's a double-jointed jaw, and my boyfriend's
You know
locked
what they
out.
say about chicks with big noses, right?
Tell me.
Giant labia.
Totality for $2.
Your
Carm,
asshole.
Can you name the? Come on, Tim. Can you name the D-verse EDFs we should know? Let's back down. Let's just back. Let's
Fuck you! Stop making you hot! Fuck your family! Fuck your mother!
Sometimes through a debate like that, though, people can really end up squashing it. I've seen it happen. What's up, Shmuel? Oh, your camera wasn't following?
We're not making you, take it up the poop chute or,
All right. You know what time it is. That's right, it's Lou Live. Yeah, baby. You know what that means. Throw them L's up. All right. Yeah, we doing it, baby. Yeah. Oh, look at that guy. Jesus. That guy's scary. Hello. Hello. Wait, let me actually back there. Bidding ding. Ding 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 ding. Ding ding ding. Ding ding ding. Good morning. Still lunatic in the house. Stevie Lou with you. This is him. It's not MLC. It's not MLC. I know. I put it up. Kim Nicholson is upset. Flimsy wants to know. This is the real MC. He knows. He doesn't want to know. He knows. Yeah, I figured I would be a little. This is your makeup episode for missing the big show last night. No MLC last night. I guess I didn't see one happen. I fell asleep way too early for a Saturday, but that happens sometimes. That happens when you're just watching Dabbleverse videos 24/7 around the clock because of all of the craziness that's been going on this week. But I figured I'd jump in with you, jump in the chat, throw up the L. We're doing it. I see that Flimsy's in the house, my man. Check out dabbletip.com/Lou. You see the banner going at the bottom of the screen. Haven't had any dabble tips lately, and I think that's pretty fucked up. So maybe it's that time of year, the slow season. I've noticed that. Oh shit! This is kind of. I noticed that Super Tips also has been kind of slowed down. If you watch the other shows that use that, it seems like there will just be natural market ebbs and flows to all of this. But just something to recognize that I haven't had a dabble tip in a stream or two, and the link is at the bottom. www.dabbletip.com/LEW Lou if you want to send a dabble tip. Or look, you can even do a voice chat if you want. Let's do one right now, see if it works. Okay. Did I fuck this up again? Did you hear that? Did anybody hear anything? I think it's because... Holy shit, dude. Did I not put that up again? Come on, man. Come on. All right. This is starting to fuck with me a little bit. Evie Muggs. What are you guys seeing on your end? Am I even on screen right now? Holy shit, this is an absolute disaster. All right, well. Okay, maybe that'll help. Okay, let's try this one more time.
I said, my mom, you bonehead. She tickles your toes under the Holland Tunnel every Friday night. Don't make me kick you in the stomach. Make 20 dicks fall out your ash.
Classic. Classic. Okay, let's see. I'm getting some notes. Okay, yeah, I think I figured out what I did wrong there. I think it worked that time. And look at that. You ask and ye shall receive. My man. Tommy Jordan. Lunatics. Salute. Okay. It's not showing up on YouTube, though. Come on, man. What the fuck is going on here, dog? All right. Maybe that's why I haven't been getting these things lately, is because they're just not showing up. But Tommy Jordan, thank you very much for sending the dabble tip. Okay, maybe if I got to move this up one more. Okay. Let's try this one more time. Whatever, dog, we're doing it. We're having a time. We're trying shit out. Okay. There we go. USA! 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 Thank you, Tommy Jordan. Salute. People, check out the new Tojo channel. Make sure you subscribe. Okay, we're back. Whew. No, listen, it's not you, Flimsy. It's me. That's for sure. It's one of those things. It's definitely not you, but it's me. Yeah, the overlay is not at the top. We hear the audio. Yeah, I know. I mean, here's the thing, though. It was on the top last time, Why doesn't it just stay on the top? Why do I got to move fucking things around every time I go live, Evie Muggs? Why can't you just try to simplify things a little bit and make it literally idiot proof? It's not idiot proof right now. As we are all witnessing, we are all witness. Thank you very much to Kim Nicholson for throwing the link up. But listen, if this was about making the money, I'd be homeless right now. I'd be homeless on the street, carless and homeless, selling heroin. Jesus. That's just never going to get old. I'm sorry. That's just not, I mean. What's going on here? Pin the link, they're saying. They're saying pin the link, huh? Okay. Then I can do that. Okay. Let me know if that's pinned. Yeah, it is the overlay concern. That's really what. That would be a good band name for doing it. Yeah, exactly. I do this for the love of the game. Thank you, JK Status. And I'm doing it for you. Not just JK Status, the rest of you here. I would like you all to enjoy yourselves here, especially the number one fan of the Dabbleverse, Mr. Panhandler. Wait, that's so strange. It doesn't show up on Evie Muggs if they try to moderate it in YouTube. Wow. Okay, this is just a total shit show at this point, and we're just doing it. It is what it is. Mr. Panhandler wanted to know how much weed cock did I have for breakfast. He thinks I'm high. And technically, I guess I did have one joint. I had one joint already, morning joint. But you know what, Mr. Hand Pandler? I call him Hand Pandler. I'm going to have more because it's the fucking Sunday. It's the Sunday of the weekend. And I technically don't really have anything priority-wise to do today besides entertain myself and you here. So, let's do it. Hallelujah. Praise Jesus. The Lord is risen. That's God. Oh, boy. Okay. Now I'm good. Tommy Jordan wants to do open mics in New York City and then just troll them with Dabbleverse topics. He wants to do it tonight. Jesus, Tommy, I know I said I had nothing going on, but I mean, I didn't necessarily mean that I was going to. No, Tommy Jordan, my man. I'm pretty sure I suggested that myself a while ago, and you just kind of gave me the old shkading. So now you want me to reciprocate here? What the fuck? I mean, the open mic scene in New York City is a fucking... That's bad, man. They should be doing a documentary. They should be doing a documentary on the open mic scene in New York City. And as a matter of fact, first of all, Sorcerer Gypsy, thanks for the 5. Finally, something is on. I mean, great show. Stevie Lou, Stephen Lewis. Good show. Okay, Sorcerer, I see you there. But yeah, Tommy maybe we could infiltrate the open mic scene in New York City and not just do Dabbleverse content. Maybe we could do a documentary because Stevie Lou this weekend. Big news. Stevie Lou, third person. I'm talking about myself right now. Me, me. Stevie Lou has given very serious consideration to filming a documentary. Thank you. Yeah. And this is what can happen to me sometimes, and maybe to some of you. I went and I saw an excellent documentary that was part of a double feature for a movie that I saw, which I could talk about that as well. But let's focus right now on Documentary Town. I saw a documentary this week, Thursday, as a matter of fact, called The King of Porn. King of Porn. And it was incredible. It was a short documentary, okay, about this guy, Ralph Whittington. Here, let me pull this up. Okay. Okay, check this out, guys. Oh, why did you do that? How do we... Can we not block my face? The fuck, dude? Why can't we just go half and half on it, man? Why do I gotta fucking... All right. Anyway. This is really unfortunate. Okay, so the King of Porn, fuck it. We'll just go right up over here. Ralph Whittington amassed one of the largest pornography collections ever. This is a documentary from 1996. It's a short documentary, only 7 minutes long, directed by Jeff Karulik, who got to meet in person this weekend. And I don't know if you know Jeff Karulik by name, but he was known for I Created Lancelot Link, Hitler's Hat, and Obsessed with Jews, which I've never seen or even heard of those three, but that's interesting. What I knew Jeff from was for a show called, a documentary called Rock and Roll Parking Lot. And I don't know if Heavy Metal Parking Lot. Jesus Christ, not Rock and Roll Parking Lot. Heavy Metal Parking Lot. Which was also, there was a sequel called Neil Diamond's Parking Lot. My internet is fucking just really shit in the bed right now. I did not want to look at Ernest Borgnine on the Bus, but that also looks really fucking cool. This is jumping all over the place on me, so you know what? I'm just going to get the fuck rid of it. You son of a fucking bitch. Wow. This is just an absolute clusterfuck. I'm fucking not happy right now. But yeah, Jeff Karulik, Heavy Metal Parking Lot. a internet sensation documentary from when the fuck was it? I think it was 40 years ago. That's right. He told me that they're on the 40th anniversary this year. So 1986, Jeff and a few friends went to a rock and roll venue, or one of the arenas in the Baltimore, Maryland area. And as the story goes, they had camera equipment, microphone, and an MTV sort of setup so that they were pretending to be MTV, and they went around and interviewed a bunch of the fucking messed up kids, young folk in the parking lot getting lit before the it could be just a faulty Google Chrome, to be honest. Yeah, no, it is not even a laptop, to be honest, Servosif. We're working on it. This is just a Chromebook, which if you thought Google Chrome could be faulty, let me tell you how a fucking Google Chromebook could really suck a fat one sometimes. But listen, you work with the tools that you have and you don't bitch and moan about it. But yeah, so I saw this really, really cool documentary called King of Porn. You got to look it up. I'm sure it's available online. And if you've never seen Heavy Metal Parking Lot, as soon as this is over, put that on. I mean, should we just show it? All right, let me ask you guys in the chat. Would you like me to play some Heavy Metal Parking Lot? Yeah, I know, not the Chromebook. It's a Chromebook. It's not fun. But here's the crazy thing, okay? So this guy, Ralph Willington, and I'm sorry if I'm spoiling King of Porn for you, but this guy amassed one of the largest collections of pornography, all physical media, in the history of mankind. Rick wants to see it. Okay, there's one vote. So we'll throw on Heavy Metal Parking Lot for sure. But so this guy, Ralph Willington, he had like storage lockers full of porn. And he would just order porn on the like at first, I guess, through magazines and the porn distribution chains out there. I don't know what the fuck. Like, this guy was old as shit, and he's dead now. But he used to work for the Library of Congress. That was his full-time job. So he was like he was archivist. Was an archivist. Look at this. Holy shit. Hold on one second, folks. It looks like we've got ourselves a dabble tip.
I don't really believe Dish Big Red Lady, but I'd fuck her.
Whoa. Michael Ray. That was a little outlandish. So outlandish that I think I got to hear that again.
I don't really believe Dish Big Red Lady, but I'd fuck her.
That's damn good, Michael Ray. I'll tell you what, the AI got that one good, and the author did the right thing there by getting them to stammer. That was fucking fire. Thank you, Anonymous, for checking in. But yeah, so check this out. Before we get to Rock and Roll Parking Lot, the Jeff Krulik, I guess, knew this guy, Ralph Willington, through making a documentary about him. And when Ralph died, they donated the majority of his collection to the sex worker and pornography museum or something like that out in Los Angeles, where they now have a whole wing dedicated to him. And then the rest, Jeff, the director of the King of Porn, was able to basically take off of his estate's hands. So he brought boxes of porn to the showing on Thursday, and he gave some of them out. So I have in my possession literally 2 pieces of Ralph Willington's pornography collection. And it's not just the porn. Ralph kept handwritten notes about each porn. So that was the whole thing, is that he would catalog it. He would write like little, like, let's try to even see what this is. Teens for Cash, Volume 7, 2005. It's filed under Chelsea Ray. So he had a whole filing system. And the first scene is Riley, Ron Fontana, and one man. And then I think he either says NOA. I don't know what that means. If you guys know what NOA means, is that a porn thing? No anal, maybe? Yvonne, Ron Fontana, Dirty Harry in Scene 2. Scene 3, you got Sierra, Ron Fontana, and I-Man again. So Teens for Cash from 2005, filed under Chelsea Ray. He's got it all chronicled. And so they were just handing these things out. And I said to myself, I have to grab this. I mean, some of you may have recalled that I'm a bit of a porno archivist myself. I found Puss Rama in the dollar bin near me not too long ago. So I figured it would be wrong of me not to take these. So then, look, I got another one. This one has a little bit more. Oh, boy. Oh, shit. Okay. I could definitely get in trouble if I show you the back cover of this. Actually, if I cover it up. So this is Fiona Cooper DVD. And then there's some sort of notes here. This is, okay, the best of Bobby Starr. Oh, boy. Okay. Alexis Texas, Superstar. Please print scene cast list, see special features. Yeah, I don't know, man. So apparently he wasn't really into gooning, because someone asked him. There was a Q&A. They asked the director, Jeff Krulik, about if Ralph was a gooner, and he didn't believe so. He really treated this as like an art that needed to be archived. And honestly, he wasn't technically really wrong, because he was so prolific in his collecting. He more or less amassed like a history. He has like a porno museum to a certain extent. That's why they got it over to that actual porno museum. But like, he as a single person had become like this amazing reference for like pornography. And I started to take it a step further. I'm like, hey, like, this would be useful for research, not just to jack off, but if you have a collection of pornography that spans multiple decades and was continuous, like, you should be able to see the changes of pornography very realistically. And I mean, it's got to be real obvious, and like to maybe link these changes in how porn occur and how society changes and like the history of America as pornography changes. I think it's fascinating. I think that's an untouched subject, or it's uncharted territory, and I'm always looking for stuff like that. So I tried talking to him a little bit after the show, the film, and he was a really nice guy. I don't think he was really into the things I was pitching, because I asked him, "This, you're gonna love this. This is wild. This is for my dabble people." I was like, hey, oh shit, did I go on? I said, hey, like, are you looking for the next Ralph Willington? Because I think I know who it is. His name is Michael Gavin Ali, and I could probably put you in touch with him pretty easy. And Jeff wanted no part of that. I think this is as far as he's gone with this porn stuff. But it got me thinking that maybe I could like do the King of Porn 2 and reach out to Michael Gavin Ali and just go check out his little stash and have him talk about it. Okay, looks like we got another dabble tip in. Let's give it a run here.
Stevie, I'm not going to lie. You should just stop. You're not go.
Thank you, Anonymous, for the $5. That's 5-4 Lou. Thank you. If you're new here, we do that whenever we get a super tip or a dabble tip. And the bigger the dabble tip, the more of the thing you get, just so you know. I want to make sure everybody knows. And also hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm short of 1,000, which I think is just fucking absolutely ridiculous. So let's maybe share on your social medias that this is live, that you should subscribe, that you should like, that you're a lunatic, yada, 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 that we're doing it, that we're fucking doing breakfast bongs, excuse me. And we're talking about King of Porn. I mean, are you getting that anywhere else, folks? Are we all fucking knotted up with Haley or apologizing? But I really enjoyed meeting Jeff Krulik. Heavy Metal Parking Lot is an absolute iconic piece of art, piece of work. And he was very appreciative of the kind words and that I was accepting his porn collection, his gifted or whatever, his inherited porn collection. And then he was like, yeah, hey, come here, I got something for you. So when someone says something like that to me, I'm like, all right, like fucking, I am the adventurous type. I'm like, I'm following you. I honestly was like, holy shit, is Jeff Krulik about to give me drugs? I was like, what the fuck? This is wild. I mean, I was on a little bit of the so maybe he was getting the smell off of me, and I'm like, were we about to have a fucking drug party now with the fucking director of Heavy Metal Parking Lot? And instead, he pulled out a baggie, which I was like, draw stickers, cool stickers, awesome. But Jeff Krulik gave me these Heavy Metal Parking Lot stickers, which are all references to different interviewees. This girl was hilarious. She's early on. They asked, this is great because she says that what would you do if you saw Rob Halford right now in front of you? She goes, I'd jump his bones. And, which is kind of funny because Rob Halford, as we know, is gay. We try to be civilized, but we can't. But bow wow. All that punk shit sucks. It belongs on fucking Mars, man. Like, if you haven't seen this shit, you have to see it. You know what? I said we're going to play it. We're going to play it. But here's the thing. He gave me a whole stack. Like, there is a fat stack of stickers here, and they are sick. I'm not going to lie. These are dope. So, if anybody out there in Luland, Lunatic Nation, would like a sticker from Heavy Metal Parking Lot given to me directly from the director, Jeff Krulik, reach out to me. Stevie Lou is back on Twitter. I will send these out and maybe some other additional goods. I've got all sorts of weird shit laying around. Some Compound Media stuff from back in the day. But, yeah, let's throw up, let me see if I can find Heavy Metal Parking Lot, and we'll just watch a little bit. Because I get it. I'm a bit of a fucking dork, and I go searching for shit like this. Or this shit comes my way. Yeah, definitely can't play the beginning because I know they use copywritten music. But let's just fucking give it a shot. And let's make this a little smaller just so I don't get fucked with too much. Okay, I'll like that. 19.
He's like, where are you right now?
Besides Earth. He's an acid man right now.
Yeah, I'm on acid. That's where I am.
Is that all right? Is that what kind of drugs you're doing?
Yeah, drug, fucking everything.
Beer.
Cocaine, baby.
All right, so you guys like Priest, right?
Yeah.
I mean, all right. How about Dawkins? How's anybody feel about
Dawkins.
Metal would not be what it is today.
Are they really about the best?
Yeah.
I mean, they're better. What other shows have you seen here?
But Metallica.
We're going to Ocean City after this.
You're going to Ocean City after this.
You know, this is basically, it sounds like Ron Bennington has that accent here. It's like Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania area from the 80s. Everybody's all fucked up. That's what it is, too. This is just the reason why this is incredible is because it's just a beautiful snapshot of a time in history and a group of people, these heavy metal fans in the 80s. It's just much more carefree time, pre-internet, pre-social media, like not too far after the sex, drugs, and rock and roll late 60s and 70s disco era. You got the 80s right behind it, and social mores were a lot different. You know, you could drink and drive back then, no problem. My mother and father used to tell me horror stories about how, you know, adults would drink and drive back in the 70s and 80s like it was no thing. But you got these young people here.
They should legalize drugs. That is a fact.
This guy's the
That's
best.
what they should go for, right?
Yeah,
This
exactly.
time?
Exactly. Fuck all that.
They're practically legal in this parking lot anyway, man.
That shit, exactly, man.
There's enough burnouts out there to go.
Never.
This is the #1 con.
I'm happy when he's happy. Well, I cry when he's blue.
I mean, what do you usually do when you go to a heavy metal concert?
I've never been to one.
Really? You've never been to a heavy
She's in
metal
for a
show?
treat. No.
Really?
Got your daughter interested in this? Because she could
She just,
All
she
right.
used to make fun of me, and now she
Yeah.
likes it.
This is not a good representation of this, but I'm telling you, your folks would dig it. Heavy metal parking lot, and then he did a follow-up called Neil Diamond Parking Lot, which is something. It's something. Right. But yeah, that got me thinking that I might want to try to do a little documentary myself, because at the end of the day, what do you need to do a documentary? You just need a camera. You just need a subject. And I'm looking at this guy who made a couple of well-known documentaries at this point, and I'm like, all right, what is this guy over? What is this guy? This guy don't got shit over me. Like, that's the same thing I thought that got me to do comedy, stand-up comedy in the first place. I was hanging out with guys like Ari Shaffir and Big J Okerson at the Old Stand, Louis J. Gomez. And I'm hanging out with them, smoking weed at the back area of the stand. The Old Stand was crazy. They used to have this little outdoor area that was for just comedians or friends of comedians, that was like completely cut off from the rest of, like, it was like a backyard almost area, and there would be a couple of, like, a little picnic table, some chairs, and that was the weed zone. So obviously Stevie Lou is up in the weed zone. So I remember one night I'm sitting there just fucking smoking weed with Ari Shaffir and Big J and some other fools, and I'm just like, wait, these people are normal human beings. There is no reason to think that comedians are special or have some sort of, like, you know, actual talent. Like, you just got to do it. So I ended up chasing that dragon for a couple of years in New York City. Maybe foolishly, if you think about it. I spent a lot of time out there doing it. I enjoyed the shit out of my time doing it. There were a lot of perks, if you will, to being out there doing comedy all the time. But what if I had chased a more reasonable, fruitful career with that time? Would things be different? I don't know. I think that's a like sliding door kind of scenario that could go either way, you know? I mean, like, I could be the sorcerer right now. If you knew how much time and dedication and sweat that I put into trying to become a comedian and getting involved with that scene, maybe I could be the sorcerer right now. Maybe I could have the nice cars and the boats, multiple boats. I think. I don't know. He'll probably shoot me a message right now and straighten me out. Okay. Now, I normally don't do this, but I normally wouldn't do this, but if this little fucking smartass wants to try to get up in my ass at 9:03 in the morning on a Sunday, how can a sliding door go either way? Okay, dummy, watch this. Ready? Watch this. Ready? The sliding door, you open it that way, and then you close it that way. It's going one way, and now it's going the other way. Did you walk through it while it was open, or did you just go, that's you. That's fucking you. You walked through the sliding door while the screen door was still closed. You're that guy. Fucking try to out-guy me, right? Better a smartass than a dumbass. If Kim Nicholson is putting you in the fucking ground, NJ Ranger, then you better fucking think about your decisions in life. Okay, all right. See, he understands. That's fine. I'll let that go. All right. I'm going to do something really quick, and I'm doing it for, I think, just Kim. I got a double cats. I was able to get two. At once. You don't even know the skill that it takes to get two at once. But we did it. It's 2 cat Sunday. Throw up the cats, throw up the owls. This is the tough one. The dismount. Whoa, boy. All right. Once again, that's skill. You don't even know. Oh my God. All right. Kim Nicholson, I guess I will never mention a sliding door again. It's a new rule. Never again shall we mention that word. Those words. It's 2 words, but okay. Speaking of kitty cats, it is kitty cat feeding time. 9 o'clock. That's when they get their shit. So I am going to pull up a short little interlude video for you. I'll pull up something random. And it'll just take me 2 minutes to get them taken care of. But if I don't, we in trouble. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? Let's pull up something from the Lou archive, right? Always something to watch. There's always something to watch. Here we go. I hope this plays. StreamYard used to have problems playing music on YouTube. So let's see how this goes. This is something that you're never going to see anywhere else. If you used to be a fan of the Eastside Dave show, which some of you definitely are, I guess I have to give a shout out to Eastside Dave for giving me my first opportunity in the big leagues. But I was very lucky to have met a man named Roy Harder, the Heart Attack Kid. Very, very talented musician. The musical director of the Eastside Dave show, and Dave's co-host. Still is, actually, which is remarkable. One of the only people that's been able to deal with Dave this long. So, got to give a shout out to a very good man, Roy Harder. This is what I'm about to show you. Not just Roy Harder, but Roy Harder with Dev Harder. And you might say, Stevie, who's Dev Harder? Well, Dev Harder is Roy Harder's son. And they played a little duo show out in Huntington, Long Island at a place called The Last Word. Last year, just a little over a year ago. And I was out there and I recorded some of that shit. So let's give that a quick little play here while I go and feed the kitties. And yeah, I'll just chill here. Seriously, it'll take 2 minutes. You know how the music sounds.
I want to where you truly know I look for you.
don't have no mercy in this land. Death don't have no mercy in this land. Well, he'll come to your house and he won't say hello. He'll look up in the bed and he'll find your money gone. Death don't have no mercy in this time to get ready in this land.
All right. We're back. Let's check in with my peoples. Sorry about that. Thank you for hanging through. How did that sound? Is that a young Ski Mask? Yeah, he does kind of have a little bit of a very slight resemblance to the old Ski Mask. Roy Cohn, how did that music sound in your ears? I know that recording was not a great recording, but did it seem to come through at least with some sort of decent quality? Because I know that was a problem with StreamYard. And I would love to play Stevie Lou for the people, but I don't want it to sound like shit. Anyway, okay, so it didn't look good. Is that what it's saying? Okay, that's a bummer. All right. Roy Cohen's giving the thumbs up. Thank you, my brother. Saying that I shot this in 2 FPS, so I guess it's coming through choppy. It must be the case, because I can tell you that the original version was shot with an iPhone in high definition. So if it's coming through shitty, that must be an EV Mugs thing, and I get it. It's like when you're streaming and then you're trying to pull something that's streaming through a streamer, there might be some issues. Eventually we'll get there where we start using the whole OBS and yada, yada, yada. But right now, it's just, I don't fucking feel like learning all that shit right now. And I don't have the fucking computer neither for it, as we all learned. So there's a couple things holding me up there. But yeah, I really would like to get this documentary idea going, moving. I feel like all I got to do is just start shooting. I started shooting yesterday. My subject, it's kind of similar to the King of Porn, to be honest, but not exactly. And obviously would not reveal too much about what I'm planning here. And it's not Michael Gavin Ali, although that would be, I think, a good topic. There's another guy in one of the scenes that I'm involved with who I think would be a great topic, and that is that. Biscuits for Life, my man, what's up? Listening to some Biscuits yesterday. I'm listening to Biscuits basically every day because I'm B for L, motherfucker. But yeah, I guess what can we say? I went and saw that film, The King of Porn, the documentary. It was part of a double feature with another film called Fuck My Son, which I know you're probably saying, Stevie, what did you just say? But yes, went and saw a film called Fuck My Son. Let's pull it up just so you guys don't think I'm bullshitting ya. Fuck My Son, a 2025 American comedy horror tale written and directed by Todd Rohal and based on the comic Fuck My Son by Johnny Ryan. Now, I didn't know much about this guy Johnny Ryan, but apparently he is a big deal in the underground comic and graphic art movement, which I, to be honest, don't know a ton about. But yeah, Fuck My Son is something that Johnny Ryan made, and then they turned it into a film. And you can see here the poster. This was basically a rated X exploitation film. And the premise is a woman and her daughter get kidnapped by a psycho old lady, and she holds them hostage until the woman fucks her mutant son. Her deranged mutant son has like a Texas Chainsaw Massacre feel to it. As a matter of fact, they kind of do a little Texas Chainsaw Massacre tribute at the end. But Jeff Kurulik did a behind-the-scenes documentary of Fuck My Son. So that's kind of why they did the double feature the other day. And you'd be surprised. There were some interesting folks in this film. Steve Little played the son. And if you don't know who Steve Little is, he was the guy who played Stevie in Eastbound and Down. Which is one of the best characters on Eastbound and Down by a mile. He's been on 30 Rock, The Office, been in a ton of shit, but not a huge name. And then let's check out Tipper Newton. Tipper Newton was the girl. Yeah, it doesn't look like she's done that much. It was a low budget or lower budget independent film. Yeah, if you're looking at the reception, saying one of the most outrageous, boundary-pushing sleaze fests I have ever seen. A review at Playlist said it has no redeeming qualities and is an abomination. Bloody Disgusting gave it a 1.5 out of 5. So, yeah, not so great in the review department, but I will say I'm not one who hangs a hat completely on the reviews of a film. Let's see. Full Gash. I guess I don't want to spoil too much, but there's certainly some perverse imagery. Sounds and looks awful. I mean, listen, it certainly could be considered awful, and I could see where people would want to deride it and give it shitty scores. I wouldn't. I feel like there's a place for those things, though, and if we don't have stuff like that, and if everything is just cookie cutter, same old retread sort of story, which that's how I feel about modern day Hollywood, is at this point they've more or less either A, run out of actual new ideas, or B, don't have the balls to try something new, or C, the studios won't allow, the major studios or even the lower mid-level studios won't allow someone to do something new. We're living in a real boring place. You got to have the Tromas. You got to have the Lloyd Kaufmans. The Maniacs. You got to give them a chance, and you got to let them do their thing. And if they could put it out, they could put it out and let them try to sell it. If the majority of people don't want to see it, don't want to spend the money, then let the market decide. Now, this is something I would definitely be, not running to the theater to go see, but I would like to see the ESO story, since, I have some knowledge of the actual case. You'd have to wonder, who would play Shuli in the ESO movie, the ESO movie. I know who could play. Okay. I know who could play Shuli. Wallace Shawn. Okay, that's who I'm going with for Shuli. We're going with Wallace Shawn can be Shuli. We'll pull up Wallace Shawn right now. Share this tab. Boom. Right? This is Shuli. I'm casting Wallace Shawn. Hey, buddy. Famously from My Dinner with Andre and The Princess Bride. But if you have a better suggestion for who would play Shuli, please do let me know. I think I kind of nailed that one. Oh, they're saying he's too handsome. Whoa. Jesus Christ. Almost had a disaster here. I've had a crazy disaster in this room already, and I almost had a second one. The other day, a fucking dragonfly flew into my office. I've got these big, giant windows, floor-to-ceiling windows over here, so I guess they don't realize it's... and I had a dragonfly in here, which I had to capture and liberate, because Stevie Lou ain't no fucking animal killer like that. And that was heart racing. I don't even want to tell you. I had to get rubber gloves on and then captured it and carefully brought it out, and it was fucking scary shit. Almost had a monarch butterfly fly into the office, which that would have been a problem. I would have had to stopped the show and get a screen. It's not how it works. I live up on a high floor, and we don't have normal windows. It's one of these windows that you open like a door, and it only opens so far. That's how it's required to be in New York City, so don't fucking bother me about it. But it's not a screen situation. Our Are we going to get Andre Dubuchet involved in? Oh, that is a good call, Xanax Piggy, to put the stripes on the windows. We haven't had birds flying into the windows, thankfully. It's not like an all glass side building. There are parts, brick sections in between. I have a little garden on my balcony, so I do get all sorts of pollinators up here, which I think is awesome. But I almost had one fly in, and I would have had to have literally rescued a monarch butterfly, because you think I'm some sort of savage animal? It's going to fucking... Anyway, okay. Yeah, I know Andre Dubuchet is Ray's favorite comedian of all time, but does he act? And how do you even spell it? Yeah, sliding door. A sliding screen. Jesus Christ, we've really gone full circle today. Hey, buddy. We can get Todd Barry as Julie. Too handsome. Really too handsome. Wallace Shawn, 82 years old. Yeah, he's an old dude. Damn. Hanging in there. But, all right, so documentary maybe. Probably. Why not? I've got support already for it. People want to help me with it on in that little scene, like I said, that I'm involved in, which none of you really know about. A few of you do, I guess. But yeah, Fuck My Son had some controversy besides being called Fuck My Son. The director used AI in a couple of places, and that's getting all sorts of blowback, as you all know. The AI thing is a hot button topic, and anybody out there putting it into their final product is getting ripped online. And Fuck My Son is one of those instances. Like, going into the movie, the buddy of mine who I went with, who is another filmmaker like myself, he works full-time professionally in the industry. So he was like, hey, I had heard there's AI in this film, and it's getting ripped apart online. People are attacking the director online, like in Letterboxd, where you leave. It's like a social media platform for movie reviews. It's been getting kind of nasty. There's been just a negative response from the anti-AI people. And when the couple of clearly AI sequences came up, like, my friend is sitting next to me, he's going, ugh, that's AI. Ugh. Like, instead of just watching the movie and letting it go, he's like fucking having an actual physical reaction to it, which I thought is kind of hilarious. And when you take it into consideration and into context, it's like less than 5% of the movie is AI. Like 97% of the movie is all actually made like a normal film. And the director has been making films since the late 90s and used to make film on film. Like, knows how to cut his own negatives and do optical prints and stuff like that. Things that I don't know how to do. My friend who's ripping the guy for using AI doesn't know how to do. And it's just like, okay, the guy used AI to kind of fill in some gaps on his film. People go, well, he could have just hired somebody to do it real. And my response is, maybe he didn't have the budget to hire someone to do it the real way. And like I said, he ran out of money. It's an independent film, and he had to just fill in some gaps. To me, I don't see a reason to go mound up a posse and try to run the guy out of Hollywood or out of filmmaking just because he did this. And someone even asked him at the Q&A about that. Like, hey, what do you have to say to the people who are going after you? And he was like, hey, when I made this film, when I put those AI sequences in, it was like 3 years ago. He's like, this movie took me 5 years to make. That sequence was put in there before this whole outcry against AI was happening. So if I had known that this was going to be the temperature of the outrage 3 years later, then I wouldn't have done it. But I did it. I have to stand by it. It's my film. And like I said, it's mostly practical. Like, it's not like they're just generating AI scenes out of the blue and sticking them in the movie. What he used was a couple of like title screens. It was like some mild animation with some text at the beginning to kind of set the scene. That was AI, and then he had this little animation, these little meat they were like the VeggieTales, but the meat version of VeggieTales, which is a children's show about little talking vegetables. They were like little meat things. He used the AI for that. So, yeah, I think I'm kind of getting lost in the sauce and just need to take a bong rip. Thank you, JK. But yeah, like, I get it. Completely generated AI stuff is kind of annoying because it's obvious. And there is pushback, there is blowback against AI. I think it's only going to get louder and louder as AI creeps slowly or faster and faster into all facets of life and media, especially. I mean, I saw a little controversy on X. I'm going to pull this up right now. In the Dabbleverse, I see this post on X, and this is from Black Label Media. And I'm not going to get into the whole what this is about, but let's just read this quick here. This is a big, Jesus Christ, he wrote a goddamn novel here. Black Label Media says, okay, Elektra claims she had to buy extra credits for someone's intro yesterday, and that's why it is as expensive as it was. Let's break this down. She only had a few AI drops in it. Chances are they could have made that with the free version of Grok. Now, let me tell you my workflow to show you she's lying on this. I use ChatGPT for the first frame of the videos. That cost $25 a month, and I had never run out of generations and have to use it all the time. I also use Grok, and with Grok, you only ran out of renders once. They reset after a week. Super Grok runs $30 a month. There were not a bunch of renders used in Bacon's intro to have to buy credits. There's no way. Unless she had to do a bunch for someone else, and she rolled those extra credits into Bacon's cost for the work she did for someone else. Then Sono costs $10 a month. Now, I can tell she uses the free version of Sono. She doesn't pay for it, and I can tell because the instruments sound more real on version 5, which is what paid users get. With the free version of intro, in terms of actual editing, looking at the intro, it looks like a 2006's Power Director. It's obviously not a modern movie program like Final Cut Pro. Jesus fucking Christ. All right, so the point that I'm trying to get at is these motherfuckers making AI are not just doing it for free, they're kicking up all this money to these dipshit companies that are running the AI, and you're having to pay like $100 potentially a month to do these things. Like, that's the mind-blowing thing to me, and the real crime is that you're financially supporting these AI companies by spending all this money a month just to make little intro videos for the Dabbleverse. I think that's ridiculous. I do kind of get the outrage now. I hate to say it, but like and it's hard. It's hard to try to get on a pedestal here and try to talk to like an AI filter about using AI. I get it. Like I gotta understand my audience, but if I'm working on a project and I have the ability to have someone do it authentically or organically as opposed to completely AI, I personally feel that the AI, the non-AI version is the more worthy and more valuable option. I mean, am I crazy here? Using a little bit of AI here and there, I think is acceptable. I don't think it needs to be a black and white sort of thing where if you use any bit of AI, this is completely written off. You don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. And as a matter of fact, I didn't want to say it to my buddy, but my pal, the filmmaker who was getting all bent out of shape about fuck my son's AI use, 100% has used AI tools in his filmmaking. Now, he's not putting AI rendered graphics in his film, but he's using like AI post-production tools. And like, if you really want to be a nerd about it, anyone that's using a digital camera today is using AI, because the way that the software processes high-end 4K, 8K, Red Dragon, whatever cameras that you're using out there, there is AI in the coding for the processing. Apple iPhones use AI in the processing of photos and video. So if you think that you're doing something differently than this guy just because of a technicality, I hate to break it to you, but AI is at this point completely inescapable, but it's how much you're using it, in my opinion, is what makes or breaks your project or people's opinion of your project. But again, who the fuck cares what people think? Do your thing, put it out, stand by it. Let them get emotional. At some point, the outrage about the controversy becomes more annoying than the controversial thing. Like, we'll get there eventually with the Haley, where it's like, okay, everybody either fucking pearl clutching or apologizing for her is going to get way more blown out of proportion and played out than the actual, thing itself. Don't even bathe the baby if it's AI water. Let the baby stink. Wow. Jesus. Roy Cohen says AI has revolutionized legal research. Paralegals are done. I mean, there's still going to be grunt work that lawyers are not going to want to do, and people are going to have to be able to know how to handle those AI databases. I think that's always going to be true, that there's going to be levels to this shit. And you got lawyers out there who are just way too busy to even try to onboard themselves full conceptual graspings of AI and putting together court documents based off of AI research. I think you're always going to have people that need to double check it. As powerful and fast as AI is going to get, I feel like you're always going to have a administrator of it. But yeah, like, goddamn. I just, it's a touchy subject. It's a bit of a touchy subject. And I kind of saw the other side of it. And I get it. I'm kind of a devil's advocate here when it comes to that. But, yeah, exactly, Roy Cohen. Thank you for answering your own question. But yeah, what else? Let's see. I'm supposed to go see a movie this week, which is Nimrods. Going to see this film called Nimrods this week. Which I didn't know until my buddy told me is a movie about Green Day. This movie Nimrods is a Green Day comedy. Brand new film. So I guess it's about a band that gets a call to open for Green Day on New Year's Eve. And it's, a piece of fiction, but apparently it's got references to Green Day's beginnings in music. Produced by the guys in Green Day. Coming of age road comedy film. Written and directed by Lee Kirk. So, like, I know that's kind of sounds interesting. I'm going to go check it out. A buddy of mine that invited me to go see that is also a huge fucking Green Day fan. So, got that coming up. I was even trying to say to my buddy, I was like, I know everybody was like, oh, Christopher Nolan's Odyssey was supposed to be all mostly practical. I'm certain that there was some sort of AI used at some point in Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. It's just like we're saying here, it's inevitable. Nice podcast, Stupid Live. Thanks for the 2 for Lou. Thank you. You see Buck last night? Trouble in the Get Along Gang? I did catch a little bit of Shmuley Buckman. He did a very short and contrite, fucking crazy guy, stream yesterday, and I saw Dan's stream yesterday in the morning. I was enjoying that very much. Nice podcast. Stupid Dan does a little Saturday morning stream. I used to kind of do a Saturday morning stream, and at this point, I think I'm just going to let that go. Try to work it in maybe in Saturday afternoon or Sunday morning. It seems to be an open slot. So Dan really giving it to Big Red and Pat Dixon, two of my favorite people in on the planet. I saw Pat was already responding to Dan, like way too emotional, Pat. Let me tell you, at this point, you got to take yourself a step back. You got to think to yourself, I'm Pat Dixon. I think I'm getting a little too wrapped up into this. You know, giving tours of your little Tennessee apartment was hilarious this week. We got you just spinning around on that whole thing. So shout out to whoever got that screen grab of his apartment this week and posted that online. That was a fun little time we had with that. And yeah, as far as Buckman, you knew that motherfucker's head was broken when he went on and tried to defend her right away, because that's his thing. And then the next day, all of his heroes turned their back on her. You know that just broke him. And he was riding high on that little wave of his where he was going after Keanu and Michelin. And I'll tell you what, this whole pretty antisocial thing has really caused quite the interesting riff in the Get Along gang. Yeah, could this be a situation where like that's the first domino that falls? You saw that Melton was going after Dixon a little bit for being a dipshit, and now he's striking back. There's beef between Dixon and Melton. Melton has said some interesting things about Pat on his stream before, and I know Pat remembers. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Pat Dixon is a very vindictive and emotional guy who will make sure he feels like he's gotten his final say in almost all situations, which is why you got to love Pat. Yeah, you know, this hornbuckle. I don't want to seem like I'm doxing here or anything, but come on, man. Hornbuckle. I'm not making fun of your last name, but it's out there now, and it's just funny. I'm sorry if it's not funny to you to be in this situation. Being over the barrel never is fun. I've been there. But it's part of this game. You know, you don't hate the player, you hate the game. You had to have known that this was how this was going to go. You had to have known somewhere in the back of your head. And if you didn't, if this was all just an ego-driven, save face sort of activity for Haley, and I hope she learns something from this finally, because it doesn't seem like she really has ever become fully rehabilitated. And you hear these lies and these excuses and the explaining away of stuff, and it doesn't sound actually contrite. And people pick up on that. Now, did Shmuel Buckman need to go on air with no hat, no crazy glasses, and try to give some sort of like bizarre state of the nation? Like he thought he was like the president giving a. It reminded me of President George W. Bush when he addressed the nation after 9/11. It was literally the same vibes. Now, I know people were killing Shmuel for using the Nixon administration as a reference. Is 9/11 too old of a reference at this point? Like, Were guys like NJ Ranger even alive during 9/11? I think he might have only been like 6 months old when 9/11 happened. And I mean, I love that for him. You know, I was 19. I was 19 when 9/11 happened. You think that affected a person? I started my first few weeks of college, freshman, and boom, boom, boom. At least I didn't get divorced because of 9/11. I will say that. You can't say that about me. 9/11 did not cause a divorce, although I've had my women troubles, so I'm not gonna. Oh my God. I'm gonna send somebody the link right now. If he is available, check your DMs. In one moment, I would really love to get someone's opinion. This fucking computer, I swear to God. Where the fuck? There he is. Okay. The link has been sent to somebody who's in the chat right now. Clearwater Chad. Stevie, what happened to MLC last night? I don't know. I mean, it is like that time of year where people kind of take it easy. So maybe he either had something going on or he just took the day off. But if you're like me, you were probably hitting that refresh button. I used to do that all the time when I was expecting an MLC. It's just like refresh, like a fucking heroin addict. HVAC North, thanks for the 5 memberships. Thank you for the loot. Oosh. That's 5 in the house. Let's see who got them. JK Status, Clearwater Chad, Retired Bud, Stugats, and Dushka Bulb all got memberships. HVAC North, thank you very much. There was a members only stream this week. I put something members only. I was in the gym, gave a little pump, little bike ride exercise. I'm going to be doing more members only. So that is very kind of you, HVAC. Thank you for kicking down 5. If you haven't become a member of the Stevie Lou program, please. It's, I think, $1.99. It might be $2.99. It's either $1.99 or $2.99. It might be $2.99. I think I might have put it. Do I need to make it $2? If I need to make it $1.99, I will. But where are we? Oh, here we go. I was like totally confused by this. This one, threw me off for a second. And then this, it was my second day of kindergarten. It's my origin story. See, Steve Renazizi, NJ Ranger, Stevie Lou. We all have our 9/11 story. So does Chris DiStefano. Arguably the best one of all. Jay Fan says he was having weird sex with a security guard, or she. I don't know. Is that a she? Then? Roy Cohn was sitting in constitutional law. I already sent him the link. Oh, look at that. Couldn't have been quicker. I can hear a little echo there, but if you want to maybe. Cool, you're not on yet, but I'm going to throw you up in a second. That's cool that you could talk to people behind stage on here without bringing them on. Let me just get to. Here we go. Leo Gunn, my dog, says, my man, congrats on making more super chats than Opie the other day. Since he won't read mine if I mention KB or the Dabbleverse while crying he's broke, I'll send it to you instead. Throw those L's up, lunatics. Yeah, that was wild. We all heard Leo Gunn. We had a wild week in the Dabbleverse, and let me get my man up here. Ladies and gentlemen,
what's up, brother?
Legend, Clearwater Chad. How are you, brother?
Thanks for having me, brother.
Yeah, man, it's been a while. We gotta just chat. The people have been asking for you. I saw that you were in the chat room, so we might as well.
Right? Yeah. Especially since we didn't go live with Kevin last night.
Right. What are your thoughts about that? Do you have any speculation that you want to give as to?
I didn't. Sorry to cut you off. I didn't want to bother him because I think maybe his tooth is hurting. You know what I mean?
You think it's a toothache?
I think there's no other reason why he wouldn't go on.
I didn't think of that. You know, maybe I'll send him the link. I mean, if anything, just for fun.
Make sure he's okay.
Make sure he's okay. I'll let him know that you want to know if he's all right.
And like I said, I didn't want to bother him.
Yeah, so I'll bother him for you.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, it's just another day, so he might have woke up better.
Yeah, we give him a chance to explain himself at the very least. So, okay. Email him the link.
He's probably watching anyways, you know what I mean?
I mean, if he is, he's throwing his L up. That's what everybody does when you watch. You throw your L up, but I'm going to let him know. Okay. I sent you the link. I'm doing a makeup show now for MLC last night with Clearwater Chad, and he's worried about you. Okay.
Right.
And I'll say jump on if you want.
I knew something was going on. I was waiting by my phone for him to call and tell me he was going live last night. It didn't happen.
Yeah, I feel like everyone was probably waiting by their phone, just trying to see if he goes live. But oh wait, so it was okay. I'm seeing in the chat too that maybe it had something to do with UFC. There was a UFC match last night, and maybe
it could be.
He was watching with his son. I know his son is a big fan. Cheddar, as he's known. So maybe they were watching that. And, you know, that's actually, I kind of like that. What do you got there? You got some microwave popcorn?
Popcorn popping, brother. Hope that's okay.
Is that going to be for breakfast?
Yeah, it's gonna be. I didn't eat breakfast today. I didn't go shopping. I don't have any. I don't have any women that would shop for me. You know what I mean?
So that's not going to be a problem until it starts to pop. And if we start hearing loud popping and I can't hear you, we'll have to.
Only 3 minutes. Only
I'm
takes
sorry. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. So you had a pre-popped bag, and now you're popping a second
No,
bag.
I had one going where you didn't even notice it. So, regardless, it's not my show. I don't care if the people. You know what I mean?
No, I get you, but this is so you're gonna have 2 bags of popcorn for breakfast.
I got an extra. I might have 3. So we'll start with 2 and see what happens. You know what I mean, brother?
I know what you mean, brother. Holy shit! All right, well,
I'm on a diet, so this
is phenomenal. I mean, listen, when people want to know, like, why does Clearwater Chad get brought onto MLC all the time? I mean, you're looking at it right here. This man knows how to operate.
The sad thing is, Stevie, I'd be eating this even if I wasn't on the air. You know what I mean?
I mean, call it sad, call it incredible. I feel like I want to call the Guinness Book of World Records
Thanks,
at
brother.
some point. Rex says, I'm an MLC slave bottom.
Oh wait, I don't get what that means.
You shouldn't, and we're not going to
Okay.
explain it to you.
All right,
That's
good.
why we love you. Let's see.
I'm going to Planet Fitness after this. If that helps.
Yeah, you got to get some carbs in your system before you work out. So
Yeah.
Now that's got the butter on it though, right?
Yeah, it's highly buttered.
Highly, but you have the highly buttered one. A lot of times they have a low butter version, but you found the highly buttered.
I got it. It was either theater buttered or extra buttered. Those are the 2 options I get.
Now I've been looking into the theater butter. What I've come to find is that that's not actual butter.
It's better than actual butter, brother.
It does kind of taste like crack butter.
Yeah, it feels like you're at the theater.
This is a theater of the mind for most people. Look at this. HVAC North. Thanks for the 10 for Lou.
Nice.
Thank
you.
Get a little extra for the 10. This is Operation Beat Opie. Now, that's a great comment because Clearwater, have you ever considered trying beets as a snack?
Briefly.
No, I fucking broke them. You see that? We broke them, folks.
Briefly.
What you want to do is you get a beet, right? You make it, you cut it up. You can take the skin off it first. You chop it into little circles, and then you bake it in the oven. Oven baked beet chips. You could throw a little salt and pepper on there.
I would.
Maybe a little butter.
Sorry to cut you off. I would just eat it right out of the can, brother.
All right.
In fact, after this, I might have some SpaghettiOs cold out of the can, if that's okay.
That's fine. It's quite fine. NJ Ranger, thanks for the 2 to Lou. Mr. Kumia, is it good seeing your former employee? That's to you.
What was Anthony in the chat?
No, you're Anthony.
Oh yeah, not today. Yeah.
He forgot his own. Jesus Christ, the popcorn's going right to his head.
I could have came as Anthony, but I didn't know.
You should just have Anthony ready to go at all times. And I mean,
Well, yeah, but there would have to be contract signed if we did Anthony. You know what I mean?
fair enough. That is a pretty heavy. It's a big ask. Look at this, my man, Nick in Fort Wayne, who's been an OG Lou supporter. 2 months of membership. He's asking, why not break out the Foreman?
Yeah, true.
I mean, it seems like you got enough going on there with the buckets of popcorn and the.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, plus I have to go to the store, so I'm out of burgers and stuff.
Stock up on that raw ground beef when you can. Now, Clearwater Chad, you're eating popcorn. We're talking about movie popcorn. People want us to do a movie podcast, and when I say people, it's more or less really just one person who's been DMing me about it a couple times.
Anytime you want, I'm free Friday and Saturday nights.
Right. That's what you said, and I appreciate that. Friday, Saturday nights, it gets a little tricky because you got the MLC normally going, and I got you here now. maybe we do a little movie talk.
All right.
Let's go like this. Let's do Clearwater Chad's top 3 films of all time, starting from number 3.
Oh, that's gonna be a tough one. I could think of.
I was gonna say 5, but I figured
okay,
I'd make it
I
easier.
don't know many
for you.
movies. I'll do my best.
Sure.
Back to the Future.
If you
number
could just
3.
name 3 movies, I feel like that could be your top 3.
Okay,
Just try
yeah.
to name 3.
I got at least 2 off the top of my head, and I'll try to think of another one. So
Good.
Back to the Future 3, which
Okay.
is the best.
So that's
I
number
know
1.
people like to deny it, but I mean, there's trains in it. There is, the Western. So Back to the Future 3. Stand by here.
You can take
throw
your time.
throw Mama from the Train for sure.
So I'm seeing a little pattern here. You like trains in a movie.
I like especially the old coal trains. I don't know much about them, but we have to go back to stuff like that.
Okay.
So Back to the Future 3. Throw Mama from the Train.
Yep.
And the last one is gonna be tough to pick. Might be Office Space, but Back to the Future 3 would be the
I'll
best.
take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. So you were getting Clearwater Chad's top 3 films of all time. We'll go backwards. In the number 3 spot, we have Office Space. In the number 2 spot, we have Throw Mama from the Train. And then top film of all time, according to Clearwater Chad, Back to the Future 3.
That's right.
Now, if I had to do my top 3, look at this. Not Victoria checking in.
All right.
Throwing in, thanks for the 2 to Lou, Victoria. She's throwing 2 down saying,
she's
love you,
excellent.
Chad. Morning, boys.
I want to take a vacation with her someday.
Wow. Now, where would you go on vacation if you had unlimited resources and Victoria as your guest? Where are you going?
I don't know. It looks like she goes to some exotic places, though.
So, like warm weather.
Oh, of course. Something with some coconuts and palm
I
trees.
mean, she's got 2 coconuts over there, if you know what I mean.
Which, brother?
Wow. But yeah, I guess that is the move, because you say to Victoria, you say, hey, why don't we just go down to the pool?
Right.
And make out.
Right.
Right.
Absolutely.
And once we're done with that, let's go over to the hot tub.
Yeah, that's right.
And sex.
Absolutely. And some champagne.
Some champagne, some sex in the hot tub. Just 2 adults doing adult things. I like it. All right. Well, you are a big swinging stick of a bachelor these days.
Thank you. And I'm world famous.
Right. And we had you on a date with... I'm sorry, Victoria. Victoria seems to be blushing right now after that. But, you famously went on a date with Felicia Gillespie.
That's right.
And where did you go on that date? Can you remind me?
It was a place. It sounded like Side Splitters, but it wasn't. They had chicken wings there.
Great chicken wings.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe you're learning from that experience, because I
Right.
don't think that really was a successful date. If we're
So she still is interested in Carmax.
right, sometimes you gotta make sure that the lady has eyes for you before you take her on a date.
Right.
So, but yeah, instead of going to a place that sounds like Side Splitters with chicken wings, you'd rather go maybe to a more exotic location with pools and hot tubs.
Something where the lights are nice and low and the door's locked.
Door's locked. That took a turn. But hey, could be all the popcorn. Could be all the popcorn. Okay, let me think of my top 3 to try to match.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Your top 3, and I have 2 that stand out right away, kind of like you do. And for me, Pulp Fiction it just doesn't get any better than Pulp Fiction. It's been my number one for a real long time, and I don't see it getting knocked off that list. Maybe eventually I'll get sick of it, but until that happens...
I'm not familiar, but it sounds like a good movie.
Okay, there we go. We're going to put that on your to-do list. And again, no rush. I know you're a busy man, but if we could try to get you your hands on Pulp Fiction. Now, let me ask you, do you have a DVD player, a VHS player? Do you have options to play movies at your place?
No, I'd have to get like a free trial of a streaming service or something.
Okay. So you'd be able to watch stuff on your computer, though, if I sent you...
Yeah, I could hook up, could watch it on a phone and use the laptop or vice versa, yeah.
Okay. So I'm not trying to burden you with activities here or having to go buy new equipment. But...
Chad Sumac says I should step it up and spend some money on equipment.
I think you're doing fine right where you are. It's kind of your thing. So we got Pulp Fiction as number one. Whew. And now, this is going to maybe shock some people, but I'm going to go number two with The Big Lebowski. That's another one that I just can't shake. I just can't shake it. My love for that movie.
Never heard of it. Sorry to cut you off. I've never heard of that one.
I understand. It's a bit of a cult classic, a little bit under the radar. It's a Coen brother movie who are very avant-garde in their style. Very unique sort of storytellers, the Coen brothers too. So if you could imagine you and your brother getting together and becoming just this legendary directing team, that's basically more or less what they have going on there, which is kind of cool. So The Big Lebowski I'd put at number two. Oh, what did we hide? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. NJ Ranger making me laugh here. That was an honest laugh right there. He says, don't send them any whatnot, though, Stevie. No Michael Gavin Ali stuff. Yeah, I won't send you any perverse recordings because that doesn't seem like that's your style.
No, I like to keep it clean.
Good. And yeah, I get it. Like the Coen brothers, you could potentially argue that the Coen brothers have better movies than The Big Lebowski. I'm not going to die on that hill and argue that. A lot of people love No Country for Old Men. A lot of people, including myself, probably prefer Raising Arizona. That's another just absolutely shockingly perfect sort of film, in my opinion. Yeah, I am kind of getting the munchies looking at
grab some popcorn.
A Simple Plan is a great movie. Now, that's not a Coen film, though, right? Sam Raimi, yeah. A Simple Plan is definitely Stevie Lou's top 20. I'd say I put that in my top 20. I don't know if I put it in my top 3, top 5, though. And I forgot that was a Sam Raimi film. Billy Bob Thornton and Bill Paxton. You'd like that film. I'm going to give you that one as homework, too. We'll put down Pulp Fiction and A Simple Plan as homework for you. And I'll try to find links for those movies.
Yeah, send me the links. I don't have my notepad on me.
Yeah, no worry about that. Okay, and then my third and final movie, which honestly could probably change. And I'm going to go with Jaws. I got to go with Jaws. I thought for a second about maybe throwing Rocky in that spot. but I feel like Jaws is got to be my final answer on that one. So you got Pulp Fiction is the number 1, Big Lebowski is number 2, and Jaws is number 3. Those are just my honest opinion top 3 for me. Now, I think Jaws and Pulp Fiction could probably enter the conversation for greatest films of all time. And if I was going to do another list of greatest films of all time, this would not be the same. I would absolutely pick a different list for greatest films of all time. You know, you got to think of some films like The Godfather 2. Clearwater
Casino
Chad,
was good too, wasn't he?
Casino, you're saying?
Yeah, Casino was pretty good.
Casino is a good one. I'd honestly, though, put Goodfellas over Casino if you're going to go with, like, mobster movies. Now, I don't think I could put Goodfellas over The Godfather 2. That's a tough one. But 2 respectfully great gangster movies. And if I'm going to put, like, greatest movies of all time, you got to, like, just touch upon the great directors of all time.
That one where Joe Pesci says, "Am I a clown?" That was a good movie. I forget which one that was.
Yeah, that's Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
So
Okay.
you do know scenes from Goodfellas at the very least, which I appreciate.
Then the one where he wanted to put the guy's, or he did put the guy's head in the vice.
Yeah, now that's Casino.
That was he taught him a lesson. He won't be doing that again.
Sure did. But let's see. So you're breaking into the second bag?
Yep.
Oh.
We'll see how we feel after that.
And I love this. We got Kim Nicholson checking in saying that Jaws was an absolute blockbuster when it came out. And it's just, I love that she knows that.
Right. Yeah, I haven't thought about Jaws in a while, but that was a good movie.
I think about Jaws a couple times a year. Jaws would eat Rocky. Now, Rocky that's Advelson. John G. Advelson directed that one. Another great director from that era is hold on 1 second. William Friedkin, the guy who did the movie The Exorcist. Have you ever seen The Exorcist, Clearwater Chad?
No, it sounds scary.
That's another one we're putting on your list. We're giving you 3 homework assignment films to watch, and I don't expect you to watch them all in 1 week or 1 sitting, but
Yeah, I like
Exorcist.
comedy.
Sorry?
I like comedies best.
Sure, but you got to open up your palate a little bit, and it can't be all. Whoa! Some big news coming in right now.
Oh, okay. I love big news.
I just got a message from my executive producer of another show that I will be launching very soon called Puppets of the Dabbleverse.
Oh, okay.
Hosted by Stevie Lou. My executive producer, Sam Bibley, just checked in, and we may have found a replacement. You're not going to believe this, Clearwater Chad. I'm putting this show together about the Puppets of the Dabbleverse, and I reach out to someone, and I'm not going to be like that. I'm not going to put the person on blast, but I reached out to him and I said, hey, it would be an honor for you to come on the first debut episode of Puppets of the Dabbleverse as a guest.
Right.
And they said, that sounds great. I'm in. A week later, a few days before the first episode, they reach out and they say, hey, I can't, I'm not going to do this, actually. I'm backing out. What the fuck, dude?
Right.
Like, And the excuse they gave is that I didn't think things through all the way when I agreed. And it's like, well, fuck me then, you know?
Right.
Let's just fuck me right now in the ass. So
That's always hard, yeah.
yeah, I'm a little miffed about that, and I won't be able to forget that, as a matter of fact. But I just got word that we may have a new guest possibility for the first episode. So no matter what, the nurse is going to be on next week. This week, sorry. This Wednesday, 7 p.m. is when we're doing it.
Bring on the puppets.
Break out the fucking puppets. If we can get some more puppets lined up to do a regular sort of show, then let's do it. I got another person I've already reached out. I've got 2 more people I've already reached out to try to get on. I got to get back to both of them.
Those 2K and 4K, those guys are amazing, aren't they?
So, yes, sure. I mean, they are amazing, and I'd like to get them involved as well, but we're working our way down the line. And yeah, true. Sam Bibley is brilliant on production. As a matter of fact, I'm going to see if I can play something here real quick. This blew my mind. Here. We're going to do a little Sam Bibley moment. Here we go. Full screen this. Let's just watch this for a sec.
All right.
I love that we can hear you just chomping on popcorn.
What's up, bud?
Yeah, that's Pat Dixon. That's Pat Dixon, all right. Living in a hole.
Oh, yeah, he's the worst.
What would you say if Pat was here right now? What would you say to his face?
I would tell him to pay Gino the 33 grand plus interest he owes him, because I estimate he should pay him 50 grand, and he should apologize for him to him.
Restitution.
All right.
All right, we got one more from Sam. Because I'm feeling Bibley. I don't know about
Sam
you. but
Bibley's one of the good guys.
Say that again cleanly.
Sam Bibley's one of the good guys.
Thank you. Sure, we'll get that captured. Okay. This one is like, that one was a avant-garde. I don't want to overuse phrases, but that was certainly very avant-garde. This one is a little more straight and to the point. So let's get this going. Check this out.
Supper's ready for you. Oh, my baby. Don't you know my love is true? Go fuck yourself. Supper.
Oh, boy. And that wasn't even the one I wanted. Let's get this going again. Yeah, here we go. What happened? Oh, I stopped sharing. Okay. This is going to be the hit of the summer, even though summer's basically over. Check this out.
Is it French? It's French, yeah. Is it French?
Going on, dumb hoes, going on, dumb hoes, going on, dumb hoes, going on, dumb hoes, going on, going on, going on, dumb hoes, going on, dumb hoes, going on, dumb hoes, going on, going on.
Is it French? It's French, yeah. Is it French?
Going on, dumb hoes.
He's totally dancing like that.
Women are all going fucking crazy.
He's totally dancing like that.
Women are all going fuck, 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 fuck.
He's totally dancing like that.
Women are all going fucking crazy.
He's totally dancing like that.
Women are all going fuck, 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 fuck.
He's totally dancing like that.
Women are all going fucking crazy.
He's totally dancing like that.
Women are all going fuck, fuck, fuck.
All right. Just what a banger.
Right.
So we got Sam Bibley on our team. And
Right.
We're going to do it. So this Wednesday, big show, premiere, Puppets of the Devilverse, 7 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully we don't run into... Oh, thank you. Hopefully we don't run into MLC, but we're going to do it no matter what. At this point, we just got to do it. And we got a fun time ahead. Petey Jr., thanks for the 2 for Lou.
Good job.
It's $2 for the CWC Clearwater Chad feed bag. Good morning. Thank you very much. That's
Nice.
very polite of you. He's an expensive cow.
That's right.
I have to. Stevie, maybe notifications off when we stream. New Jersey Ranger, that's Clearwater Chad, as a matter of fact. Was that not your phone going off there before?
Yeah, sorry about that. I didn't plan to come on.
I'm totally fine with it. It's New Jersey Ranger that has the problem with it, so you can tell him to go fucking screw if you want. But let's catch up, and I'm going to get on out of here because I got some shit to do.
And I have to go to the gym.
Yes, you do. I'm going to the garden. That's what I do, man. I do some gardening.
Oh, nice.
Do a little volunteer gardening. So there we go again.
That's my alarm because I got laundry going, so.
Cool. Well, listen, we're going to fucking cut it off right here.
Yeah, there's no rush, though.
But you know what? Clearwater Chad, why don't you give him your plugs and we'll get you on out of here. You did crush it today, man. Honestly, you should be going live later if you can or whatever, man.
Yeah, thank you. I'll go live at Planet Fitness before I go in today. So my channel's called Clearwater Chad 9037, but it comes right up if you type Clearwater Chad in. And we
You
go
are
live.
the one and only, and I
Thank you,
can
brother.
never forget that. Thank you very much, buddy, for jumping on. If you ever need me for anything, you just say the word, and you got it. And I'll try to get you those links to those 3
Okay.
movies, Pulp Fiction, A Simple Plan, and The Exorcist. I'd love to get your opinion on all 3 of those, and I think this is a good idea. We'll start giving each other suggestions, and then once we watch them, we can comment on it. I think that's a
Right.
very simple,
Sounds
we'll
great.
call it passing the popcorn with Clearwater Chad.
Nice. All right. Thank
Or
you.
popping the popcorn with Clearwater Chad. All right, brother. It's good to see you, Bo.
All right, you too.
You got it.
Bye.
Here he goes, the Clearwater Chad, man. What a gem of a human. How do we full screen this bitch? There we go. Yeah, so we're doing it. It's happening. Live and direct. I am running out of steam. I didn't really have breakfast today, so I'm going to have a quick banana and I hope y'all have I had a wonderful time with y'all, and I'm going to have some time. Thank you to all of the supporters of the Lou Nation, all my mods, all the fans across the globe. Thank you to Clearwater Chad for checking in. We will probably get some membership-only streams going this week at some point before Puppets of the Dabbleverse. As a matter of fact, I got to do some producing on the back end, so maybe I'll do some live production shit with you folks on the member-only side. Maybe some gym streams. I still need one piece of equipment to get those bike streams going, but once I have that, we'll probably have some interesting bike ride streams going as well. So if you haven't jumped on the Lou train yet, please do. And yes, I'm glad I got to pick up KB's KB's call that a little trial balloon in the biz. Jesus Christ almighty. Yeah, that's never going to end. But yep, I hope you enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I hope you have plenty of fun. I'll see you in there in the chats, and we will